Hello, my name is RJ Adams, and today I would like to tell a little bit about myself. I think I've mentioned some things in other videos about myself, but I'd like to go a little bit more in depth in this video. Um, if you've seen the description of my channel or the banner um, on that on my channel, you would see under my name I have four labels or titles that I would consider myself. Those are writer, philosopher, lightworker, and survivor. And I'd like to go over each of those a little bit, um, what those mean to me and why I consider myself those particular ones. First is writer. I've always liked writing. I like to. I've always had an active imagination, but I've never been afraid of it. I've never been afraid of anything that comes into my mind. I think that's important. Um, but I'm able to uh, come up with stories about or poems about just about anything, and I can see something and come up with the whole scenario for it, and I think that's a good gift, and I actually think that everybody can write to some extent, and everybody should write because I believe that everybody should be able to at least tell their story, tell of your life experiences, your feelings. You just write about yourself because that is how we become remembered, and nobody is the a better teller of your story than you. So I think that's important to write and expand your imagination, your creativity. And also, the next label is philosopher, and it kind of goes in hand with writing because to be a good writer, you have to be a philosopher as well. And I think that everybody is a philosopher. Like, and same with writing. Philosophy, that's just the art of thinking. So everybody thinks. Everybody wonders about the universe, life. Why are we here? You trying to find the purpose and meaning of life, and that's important. That's a good thing. We should be able to do that. We should expand our horizon, our vision, and everybody has their own philosophy. I mean, it's okay to study past philosophers and see how others see the world, but ultimately we have to decide for ourselves. We have to um, open our own minds to uh, realize and decide what resonates with us personally, and uh, just be open to exploring your mind and thinking about how everything is. Question everything. Um, as I said in another video. Um, but don't put everything, don't, but, and it's okay that if you have a different view or you see the world differently than everybody else, because we all do. We all see the world in our own way, and that's okay. We have to be okay with that. And don't be afraid of whatever comes into your mind. That's what philosophy is about. It's about questioning everything and coming up with possible answers. Um, but they aren't necessarily going to be the truth. And that's a whole different thing. But anyway, and the next label that I consider myself is Lightworker. And you can look up there's plenty of material online you can look up to see exactly what Lightworker is, what that means. And basically it's a spirituality term that it doesn't make anybody, it doesn't make you special, it doesn't make me special. And in fact, I'm not different than anybody. And in fact, that's how I actually see everyone, as the same, equal. Nobody's better than anyone else. But light workers, it doesn't mean anything. It's just a label. All of these are just labels. They don't define who you are. They are what you are. They're not who you are. Yeah, that's technical. But anyway, but light workers basically, well, for me, what the trait that they're not abilities, they're not powers, they're just different. Light workers have different traits that other people, that most people can't or don't have, or aren't able to, we're more sensitive to certain things with the world and other people, a little bit more empathic, can feel what others feel, we can tell when somebody else is lying. But I think the biggest thing with me is this overwhelming urge to help as many people as I can. And that's part of it, and that's my life mission. That's what I've tried to dedicate my life to doing, is helping in however I can. I don't have a lot. I'm not rich. I can't buy everybody whatever they want, but I'm able to help in different ways. But that's what pretty much what Lightworker means to me, and what I try to do with my life is try to help or show people that you can survive, you can get by in life. Everything doesn't have to be negative. It's just try to spread positivity. Try to help people cope and overcome whatever they might be struggling with, and changing someone's mindset from from suffering to surviving, and that brings me to my last label, survivor. And this one is it's what I've had to survive. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail in this video, but I do want to make a video of some of the stuff I've experienced in my life. But the overall, I've listed a few things that I've had to go through in my channel description. You can read that. But among those are abuse, which includes sexual abuse, which is and that includes molestation when I was young, and some into adulthood. Um, I've been, like I said, I've been molested, raped, mauled, um, beaten, ridiculed, made to feel stupid, just all through much of my childhood and into adulthood. And I've attempted suicide. I've tried to, in many ways, a few times, but and I've been unhappy most of my life. I don't recall very many, if any, happy memories from my past, growing up and through my adulthood. I've had the illusion of being happy, but and for a while, for many years, I even cut off my emotions. I quit crying about everything. I just didn't feel sad, but I did have a lot of anger. So I didn't cut off all emotions, just anger and hate, and I just fed the wrong ones. But I've been able to look back now and see, that I survived. I don't suffer. I used to suffer, but I quit suffering and I started surviving. And that's what I try to do every day. And it's not easy. I mean, there's days when I don't know if I'm going to make it through the day without breaking down. But that being said, overall, right now I'm actually good. And what I do now, making my videos and talking to people in support chat rooms and that kind of thing, is trying to use my past experiences and everything I've gone through in order to help others to survive like I have, because I know there's so much that I've gone through in my life that it just amazes me that I'm sane or not dead, because I have tried that, and at one point I thought maybe I actually did go insane, to the point where I'm sane again, if that makes sense. But yeah, I've gone through quite a bit in my life, and I will talk a bit more about my experiences in other videos, but for the purpose of this video, I think I've covered pretty much everything I wanted to say. I just wanted to tell a little bit more about myself and what I do and why I do it. And I hope to inspire others to do what they feel they need to do, or to do the best you can. Everybody struggles. There's no instructions for life, and everybody struggles. Everybody is just trying to get by, and we have to see that. We have to see others for, as I've said before, as other versions of ourselves. Just see yourself in others. Everybody has problems. Everybody's trying to get by. Like I said, everybody's trying to survive. And that's how we have to behave towards each other. That's how we have to see each other and help each other as much as we can. And helping others, we help ourselves. And I hope that, like I said, I hope to be able to inspire others. And if you, I guess that's, I will end the video there. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, let me know below. If you want to share your stories of what you've had to go through, I might be able to, if you want to send me, if anybody wants to send me some clips or videos of themselves, I might be able to compile those in a video and post them up. And if anybody is comfortable with doing that. But anyway, anything else, questions, comments, let me know. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you again. Bye-bye.